Hey guys, Dre Taro here, and today we're covering the new Rosinante leader from OP12. This leader is a very strange leader for the One Piece card game, as it introduces a new form of archetypes focusing around one character name, this one being Trafalgar Law. So, as we go over the leader ability, let's find out what it does. Okay, so here we have the Rosinante leader. It's a purple yellow leader, 4 life, 5000 power, with the Navy and Donquixote Pirates type, with the effect of once per turn, if your Trafalgar Law is KO'd, you may add the top card of your life to your hand instead. And activate main once per turn, Don -1. During this turn, the next Trafalgar Law you play from your hand for a cost of 4 or more will have its cost reduced by 2. So already with this leader, as you can tell, it focuses around Trafalgar Law. It has a protection effect for him, and it has a way to cheat him out. Now, going with that first effect to protect it, if it be KO'd, that's any form of removal. So that involves KOing. So if it would be KO'd by effect or by battle, once per turn, you're able to trash the card of your life instead. So this means that for this leader, we need to see some very good lore cards to come out, so that way this leader has a reason to protect them, because there's no point in protecting 4 cost to lore if it doesn't do anything else. Maybe like a 7-drop lore or like a 9-drop lore would be really good. You can just keep protecting and swinging with. And then you activate main, Don -1. Once per turn, the next lore you play you can reduce the cost of. So depending on what cards this deck gets, it wants you to play a lore and then something else in the same turn. And with the laws we have currently in the game, which is about 2 that are in the game right now, and then 1 that's been released for BT12 so far, there's not a lot of range for this deck, but obviously we'll wait to see what the support says for this. But it's a very interesting leader as is, and depending on the laws that we get, could really determine how well this leader will go. Okay, so next we have a new lore character, a 4-cost Trafalgar Law, 6000 power, Hearts Pirate type, with blocker, and on play, if the number of Don cards you have in play is equal to or less than your opponent's Don, add up to 1 Don from your Don deck and set it as rested. So already you can see the synergy with this leader and this character, as on your second turn going first, you can -1 Don, play this lore for a cost of 2, and then get 1 Don back with this lore effect, since you'll have equal to Don than your opponent. This will mean that you're able to get a 4-cost 6k out turn 2 going first. So you gotta chip out, you gotta save 1 Don for using it, which is quite nice. Having that nice body and a 6k, and then your leader's able to protect it, so you can get 1 free swing and then protect itself on the clapback. Or if your opponent attacks you after you've played this, you can block, protect it, and then it should normally be safe turn 3. That's a really good effect. So it's good for the leader. It definitely needs more though, because this reminds me of the Zoro that Black Purple Luffy got. It's a really good card in itself, but its lack of counter power and it being a 3-cost 5k, while it's good for its cost and stats, it doesn't do much in the later game. This I feel has the same issue. It ramps you back your Don, makes you go even, but doesn't do much in the late game other than being a blocker, which I guess is good. 2-cost blocker is quite nice, but we'll have to see what else this really can do and the other support it gets before we can really determine how well it goes. Switching it up from here, we have another Donquixote card, but this one is a character, 1 cost, 2000 power, yellow, Navy Donquixote Pirate types with 1000 power counter, and on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, roll to 1 Trafalgar Law, put it to your hand, and place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So with this card being able to search out Trafalgar Laws, this indicates that we're going to probably get a couple of laws that range on from the series, as lore has different subtypes depending on what part the series is from. The earlier laws having Hard Pirates and Supernova, and then the later laws having Dressrosa, Supernova, Hard Pirates, just having Hard Pirates. So we'll see where we get the laws from. I'm thinking though, looking at this character, we might get a lore from when he was younger, just to match the whole Donquixote, Rosinante, and Law's relationship. We get a Donquixote Pirates or Donquixote Pirates lore back from that time period when he was a kid, and we'll probably get a Wano lore to signify where it is more related to the story now, as we don't know what happens to Lore past the Wano arc. No spoilers for you guys. But it's a nice searcher. It's the fact that it searches laws, but it just, this searcher needs to have more laws available. As it stands right now, there are 3 viable laws that we can use for this deck, and it's not good enough. It's not enough targets for this. Overall, if you're on 4 of each of those cards, that's 12 targets. Medic of 50, that's not enough. So hopefully we get more lore cards that range in costs that make this a lot more worth it. And also, hopefully the 2Ks are also lore, so that way this can search the 2Ks out. Otherwise, there may have to be a different searcher that we use for this deck, as you'll want to be able to search your 2Ks as well as the lores. But overall, it's a decent, simple searcher. Okay, and going from there, these are the other lores that I mentioned. There's the 4-cost 5k purple blocker low Heart Pirates type with 1000 counter that has blocker on play, Dom -1. If your opponent has 7 or more cards in their hand, trash 2 cards from your opponent's hand. This card has seen quite a lot of play since its release from Structure Deck 10, and only recently has seen less play due to just either better alternatives or going for a more aggressive style of play. But I can see with this deck that this would be a really good mid to late game card to cheat out with your lore, with your Rosinante, sorry, as disrupting your opponent's hand size in the mid to late game is very, very hard for them to come back from if you're applying a lot of pressure to their hand and not allowing them to keep it. So I see this being a really good card. And then we have the lore from OP12, 7-cost 9k, no counter. On play, roll up to 1 supernova character from your hand, add it to the top of your life face down, then give it up to one of your rested Don cards to one of your supernova type leaders. Now this card has some synergy as it's a Trafalgar lore and it can heal you by placing a supernova type card from your hand to the top of your life. However, as it is currently the only supernova lore that's in purple and yellow, there's not much support for this aspect of the card in with the Rosinante leader, and the fact that the Rosinante leader is not a supernova leader means it also can't take benefit from its secondary effect. So hopefully we get more lores that are supernova type to go with this, so that way this can see play as a 5-cost 9k that can heal you is good in almost any deck, regardless of this missing out on the secondary effect. Okay, so that's it for this video. We don't know much more for this leader at the moment, but as more cards come out, I'll cover those cards, and we'll see if Rosinante can actually be a legitimate leader as it introduces a new way of playing and deck building in this game. But you never know, this could just be the only bit of support it gets, and then we sit here crying as we wait like a bunch of sets for new support, like Kiros back from ABO1 getting only 1 card itself. But looking at the way that this set has been revealing its cards so far, I do think we're going to get quite a lot of cards for this leader, and hopefully they're good, because I would love to play this out on the sim and see how well it goes. But anyway, you guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care for now.